Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have an MSI laptop. This is a brand new MSI laptop. This is a model 2025, and I think late 2025, so almost 26. MSI Cyborg 15 model. The exact model for this one is an B2RWEKG-456MX. That information that long number model can be found on the bottom right over the serial number. It says Cyborg 15 B2R, and the whole number model is right in there. Not focusing, but it's right over here. All right. And in this video, I'm going to take you on a step by step how you can open it up and how you can add, remove, and upgrade the storage on here. Just remember, if you remove the main storage from here, you have to reinstall Windows, freshly installed on a new storage. I made a short video how to create your Windows 11 USB boot drive, and it's super easy. Just plug it in and power on, and just follow a few installation steps, and you'll be inside the Windows within under 5 minutes or less on these models. And you do few Windows update, and all the drivers, everything will be installed right away. Just remember, when you're installing Windows in here, on the Windows installation steps, the trackpad is not going to work. So you have to connect a USB mouse to use it. So don't panic on that. I get lots of questions. People are asking me, my trackpad is not working when I'm trying to install Windows. That's normal because the driver is not installed. So use an external USB mouse when you want to install Windows. Well, I'll leave the link how to create USB, and you can follow any of my Windows installation guide, so you don't get any of those Windows 11 installation that has all of those bloatware affiliated program like a Candy Crush, McAfee antivirus, and stuff like that. So you have a clean Windows installation. All right, in this video, I'm just going to cover up how to remove, add, or upgrade. Let's go over the tools. The tools that I'll be using will be linked in the video description in case you want to purchase. I purchased myself this iFixed screwdriver set. These are really good screwdrivers. They have all the bits that you need. You're going to be using a Phillips #1. If you get a Pro set, they will include you with an opening tools and some tweezers. If not, grab yourself a metallic guitar pick. These are suitable to opening cases and covers. All right, with these two on hand, let's get into it. First thing first, power off the laptop completely. Don't put on a hibernation or suspended. Power it off. On the bottom here, we're going to remove all the screws. And let's see if all the screws are the same. I think they are going to be the same size and height. I believe if not, I'll let you guys know. Yep, they're different sizes. So let's go ahead, open it up, and let's see different sizes. I'm pretty sure that the front end, these 4 screws are the shortest screws, as we can see. So let's go ahead and remove all these 4 screws and leave them in a separate pile. All right, these are the short screws. Let's put them in the corner. And the long, let's see, the one in the middle, the center ones are the longest screws. This one is the longest screw too. So these 2 screws in the middle, these are the same size, and these are the longest screws compared to the front ones. The side screws are the same. Again, they're the same. I'm guessing all the rest of the screws are the same size and height. So remove them and keep them in a separate pile. I'll verify that in a second. Also, if you guys like my videos, if you found my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking that like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. It helps and motivates me to make more video, take requests, and answer your questions in the comment area. I gotta use a magnet to pull them out. There we go. All right, so there are 2 types of screws, the short ones and the long ones. The short ones are the front, the long ones are going all the rest of the bottom case. Once we remove all the screws, what you want to do is to grab the opening tool, in this case the guitar pick. You want to stick it between the bottom cover and the palm rest, just like that. And you want to twist it out, and you want this cover just popping open. It just comes out. Once you lift it up in the front end, and just lift it up from front up a little bit, wiggle it around. If it's loose up the side, leave it like that and come back to the back end. Let's loosen up the back side. The back side goes all the way to here, over here. So we're going to loosen up that side and loosen up this side. It goes, stick it right in there, and there we go. Now we can remove the bottom cover. Here's the bottom cover, pretty clean, pretty new. And down here we can see nicely everything down on the motherboard. It's pretty nice. I like the design on the heatsink. They actually have a heat pipe going to over the power regulators, and all the MOSFET has its own separate heating system. That's pretty nice. Haven't seen that one in a while. I see the CPU right in here, the GPU is right here because I can see the VRAM are right over there. Unfortunately, there's only one slot on this laptop for M.2. That's pretty sad. They usually come with a two slot, but this one has only one. That means there's only one storage you can have in here. This one comes with a 500 gig, I believe, or 1 terabyte. I don't know yet, but you can upgrade it to a 2 or 4 terabyte with no problem. The battery connector comes from here, goes down here, and goes right under this metallic cover, which goes right where the RAM modules are, and goes from here and comes all the way here. So let's see what kind of lock mechanism is this one. They have a little plastic over. So first we're gonna grab the battery. You can see we lift up this one. I'm guessing it slides backward. So let's go ahead and bring a spatula. You don't have to disconnect the battery to do the SSD upgrade at all. It's not necessary. I just want to show you guys how to disconnect this one. Pretty much you slide it, lift up the tape. There's a tape, transparent tape over the metal. You lift it up and you just slide back the connector. It just slides back. And that's how you can disconnect the battery. Once you disconnect the battery, all you need to do is, let's put that to one side. Remove one screw on M.2 right in here. One screw. And you can grab it from here. There's a thermal pad on the bottom. Bring it up a little bit, just a little like that, and it should come itself in a 35, 45-degree angle. Once you have it in this position, all you want to do, you want to slide it towards the fan. There's this tape over that is preventing it. So remove this tape and slide it out. Okay. So you can see actually the thermal pad is like a 4 millimeter thermal pad. And this is a SanDisk 512 gig. Yeah, 512 gig SanDisk version in here. You can pretty much grab any SSD and NVMe. It will work just fine. I highly recommend the Samsung 990 Pro or 980 Pro up to 4 terabyte without any problem. It will work just fine. But the 2 terabyte is overkill, I would say, on here. So grab your new SSD. Yeah, it should look like, you can only put a standard size, this size in here, but there's a different sizes that we have, short ones, long ones, and the medium size. So they come in a different size height. But here you only have a standoff right all the way here. So you cannot put you could put one of the short ones in here, but there's nothing to screw it in. So you just pretty much have to tape it over. And that's kind of looks bad and ugly. It could fall off and go down. So grab the standard size NVMe, Samsung, whatever you want. Just make sure the notch on the NVMe matches the notch right on the DIMM. And what you want to do, you want to bring it down in 35, 45-degree angle, slide it in there. Let's put this in. And once you have it inside the slot right there, you want to bring it down towards the motherboard, and you want to make sure the screw hole is matching. And then what you want to do is just put that screw right over, right there. Once you're done with that, this is kind of for isolating heat, but it's just plastic. It's not doing anything. You can just put it on top. And there we go. It protects it from the bottom cover. When you have a bottom cover, if there's something falls down, liquid or anything, it will not damage. All right. Once you have that one in there, pretty much, all you need to do is to plug in the battery back in. Make sure it goes in straight. Plug in straight in there and put the tape over. Once you're done with that, right, the bottom cover goes straight over, and you want to push down the bottom corners straight down. Make sure you hear those click sounds on the back, on the side. And to finish it off is to put the bottom screws on. And don't tighten up too much, just firmly, but not too tight. There's no need. It's just a cover. It's just holding the cover in place. So people like go crazy tightening this screw. Just do firmly, and that's it. I'll power on this laptop so you guys can see it does power on with no problem. Just gonna finish up putting up the bottom screws. I'll probably fast forward this part right now. All right, now that we put it in, if you see any gaps, openings, and stuff like that, you can just pinch them together. Let's go ahead and open it up. Some models don't power on without the charger plugged in first, so but let's see with this one. I don't see any backlight or anything like that. So I was right. So you see there's no light. I press the power button and nothing is happening. So I don't see, usually the keyboard lights up, but it's not lighting up. And there's a fully charged battery in there. So what you need to do here is to not panic. Just grab the charger, plug in the charger. Let me see where the charger goes. Plug in the charger. Once the charger is plugged in, wait 5 seconds and then power it on. And then I can see the keyboard is lighting up right now. Because and once you disconnect the battery, the circuit for protection, it just disconnects itself. Once you plug in the charger, the circuit on the motherboard will close the loop and it will work. Now, if I disconnect the charger, it's going to keep the power on, but the battery is fully charged with no problem. So I can plug it in. I'm going to discharge a little bit. So let's get into the Windows. And we can see the battery is fully charged, 99%. Battery is 99%. If I plug it in, it will show that the battery is plugged in. And that's it for today's video. And this is how you can remove or upgrade your storage for your MSI Cyborg 15 model. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.